Did you guys ever see The Great Potato War? Well, this video was inspired by that, so if you enjoyed that, then you might enjoy this. Red Sand minions were the best money making minion for a while, even beating tarantulas, but when I realised I was in the top 1,000 of players, I decided just to not pick them up, even when they became a bit less efficient. When I noticed this, I swapped out diamond spreadings for minion expanders with a 5% speed boost, and they're still decent for money, so I left them like that for a few months. Recently I realised I'm now in the top 450 players for Red Sand without really trying, so let's see how far I can push this. I've been grinding for weeks to build up the money for this video, and now that I have 2.5 billion coins give or take, I want to start maximising my Red Sand profits. I was planning to upgrade the current lava buckets to plasma buckets for this before I realised I had a much better alternative. Although I did buy a painful amount of heat cores with bits before that, but it's okay, we'll use most of them later anyway. While I considered hamster wheels and catalysts, in the end I realised tasty cheese was the most cost-effective fuel solution, especially with the new pest update making it so easy to come by. They only last for an hour each though, and with 29 minions I'll need almost 700 tasty cheese per day. Before I start on that, let's see what my minion setup was making in both coins and collection each day before the upgrades we're about to do. A level 7 red sand minion with 25% speed boost from a lava bucket and 5% speed boost from a minion expander makes 148,000 coins per day or 2,808 red sand collection per day. That means my whole setup of 29 of them was making almost 4.3 million coins per day and 81,432 red sand collection each day. We can push that a lot further, and we will. First thing we can do is Minion Infusions. These provide a permanent 10% speed boost to a minion, and while they look like they cost 5 or 6 million each to buy, most of that cost is in a magma bucket, which we can use the heat cores I bought earlier to craft for a lot cheaper. I'm doing this first because it requires picking up the minions and I'd rather not have to worry about remaining fuel duration or anything like that. I used a bunch of the lava buckets that were already in the minions for this and also bought some and bought the mithril too. I got an unexpected carpentry skill and skyblock level up during this, which was another tiny return on investment already, plus some free health. While upgrading these, I also realised that one of the minions had a large storage. No clue why. These minions would take years to need one. It was also after this that I realised I could do this without picking them up. Also, this doesn't cost XP and it did before. Are you kidding me? For the next step, I just set up a buy order for 6,341 tasty cheese, which is enough to put a stack in every minion for now, plus one extra because I wondered if minions could hold more than 64 concurrent fuel items. Also grabbed a few pieces of cheese from my ender chest I'd gotten from Garden Pests recently, but that didn't really help how long it took to get this cheese. The next step, which comes with a brutal price tag, is flycatchers. They give a 20% speed boost, which replaces the slot where the minion expanders were giving a 5% speed boost. They cost 102 tarantula silk and a fly swatter each. That means in total I need 2,958 silk, which costs 686 million coins. Not to mention the 14.5 million in fly swatters. While waiting for the buy orders to fill, I made 105 million coins from selling the spare heat cores, and eventually just gave up waiting and paid a few million more to get the crafts done and the minions set up and producing. And at this point I realised I screwed up my maths somewhere, because I had way more cheese than I bargained for. I actually needed 1,856. I have no clue what went wrong. I must have typed a number wrong somewhere, and I did think it was costing a lot. Well, guess I have a stock of cheese now for a couple of weeks. The fly swatters cost a lot, but the results should be worth it. The last thing I could do for idle minion production was keep my tier 5 beacon fully fueled. Using a normal power crystal for this would cost just under 400k per day, which would easily pay for itself with the 10% speed boost to all minions. I could use a scorched power crystal, but that would only be an 11% gain rather than a 10% for triple the price, which would be a pretty hefty loss for minimal gains. That's about all we can do for offline output, at least for now. With all of these upgrades totaling 40% speed, with the output being doubled by the cheese, my 29 tier 7 minions will be outputting 9.3 million coins and approximately 175,400 collection per day. Looks pretty good. Daily upkeep costs are the power crystal and the cheese, which seem worth it at a total of about 6.5 million coins, leaving a daily profit of 2.8 million coins. Let's now look at online output. The first part is easy. Being on the island allows the mithril crystal to provide a further 10% speed boost to all of the minions because they're mining minions and all in the range. The other thing that could help is the snail pet. I leveled it to level 94 manually and then put it in the newly added fan to level it up to 100. This provides an extra 30% to the speed bonus. With the extra 40% speed given by the snail and mithril crystal combined when you're online, it would produce 11.9 million coins and 225,500 collection per day without changing the daily upkeep cost of 6.5 million coins at all. Hourly, that is an increase of 108,000 coins and 2,087 collection by being AFK on the island. That's about all we've got time for today, but if you want to see me try out manual red sand mining, grinding Barbarian faction and spending almost $500 million in a single dark auction, come back next Sunday. If you want to watch my agonising Slayer grind in the meantime, I'll be streaming that over on my Twitch channel, which is the top link in the description. Have a nice day.